Hi everyone, it's Kasia from Tarot Map. I don't know if you remember, but I did get this Illuminated Tarot from Carol Herzer and my deck was a little bit faulty. I did actually a unboxing and I was talking about Carol's decks in another video. I link it below if you want to see. And this particular deck that I got was the medium size with the blue backs. And what was annoying about it was two different fonts. So Queen of Discs is in another font, and then Discs and Majors were in another font. And I found it quite annoying. So I wrote to Carol and I told her about my issue and how I felt about this, because I didn't know when I was buying the deck that the fonts were different. And Carol was really lovely. She actually have sent me another deck. She lives in the States, obviously I live in Europe, and she said that if I don't want to use this, I can gift it to someone, or just not use it. And she did send me the Illuminated Tarot, the new size that she is actually working on, or she started publishing the new, she calls it the Perfect Tarot size. So that was the old version. So if you can see, this is the old one, the medium one, which I actually loved a lot. The size was perfect. They come in these beautiful bags, by the way, which Carol makes herself. So even though her decks are quite pricey, but she prints them herself, she painted the artwork. I think that's still good value, and she makes the bags. So if we want to compare the size of the new Illuminated Tarot to regular tarot card, so this is 7 by 12, regular size, wild unknown, and so you can see that it's a touch wider and maybe a little bit, just tiny bit shorter. So the new size feels beautiful. You can pick the bags, like here, this is the Mystic bags, I think. And she signs her deck. So this is an extra card with Empress. They heavily illuminated, so they heavily laminated. As I said in my previous video, I'm pretty sure it's because of the color. And when there is a heavy lamination, the color pops, but you can see, and they're very bendy, but they feel good. You can shuffle them very easily, riffle, shuffle, whatever you want, so they feel a little bit like plasticky. And this is an extra Magician, which is a little bit different coloring to the Illuminated Magician, if you can see. So I haven't even looked through all the cards yet. Definitely the font is the same, so that's excellent. What I loved about the old version was that the minor arcanas didn't have names. They just had little number. But these guys have just the whole name, but it's not very visible or annoying. It's just lovely. So here we have the full. I don't know, I try to do it without the shine, but it will be hard in any position. Magician. The colors in this deck, I think this Illuminated version is my favorite, the original one. She's got also Starlight Illuminated, which is darker, so that's the Empress, which you've seen. Emperor. And it is actually a gorgeous size. It's comfortable to shuffle. You don't have to struggle. Doesn't have a big bend like my old deck. So the Pope is Initiate. The Lovers. I love this size. Perfect size. It's true. And again, Carol's customer service and how she dealt with it. And I bought a few other decks from her as well. You know, she's just really, really lovely. So I think I like, in this regards, I definitely highly recommend her decks in general, but also her as a person, because I'm pretty sure if you had any issues Carol is open to, you know, like take responsibility and deal with them. So thank you, Carol, if you ever watch it. I love the deck, it's gorgeous. Devil. So I don't know if I should show you all of the cards again, because you can just click on the link in the description box and it will take you to the video where I'm showing also her chakra deck, which is lovely. Awakening for the Judgment, love it. And the World. So now all the minors have the regular names like Ace of Discs. The colors are stunning. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but yeah, it looks even more vibrant in real life. So it is beautiful. And because of these decks, I kind of fell in love a little bit more in Rider-Waite-Smith, which is funny because you know me, I'm a Marseille girl, but I also love energy work, and these decks, because of the swirls of light and just when it was created and how Carol created it, are great for energy work and chakra work and just vibrational work. So yeah, I love using this one, and it is a perfect size actually. I really truly love it. So then we go to cups, 2, 3, and yeah, a little bit more vibrant in real life, or maybe you just, the camera picks it quite nicely, the colors, but just the flare. Look at the gorgeous 5 of Cups. Dramatic effects, you know. And the pink, also wonderful. 7 of Cups. 8. 9. So it's proper Rider-Waite-Smith clone. Page. Knight. Queen, King. And then swords, they also very like energetic, very airy, you know, there's heaps happening here. It's even like a beast, like energy beam coming out of there. I think my favorite is 10 of Swords because it just feels like, you know, the energy is leaking out of a person. This one is quite lovely too. So yeah, swords are very energetic and very airy. So here's the 10 of Swords. You can see how it's just like the person is losing their life force. And then we have Page, Knight, King and Queen, very traditional. And then Ace of Wands. Wands have a lot of pinks, which is lovely if you love pink, like that girl. 3 of Wands. Gorgeous 4 of Wands. Each card is just beautiful. Stunning. 7. Oh, look at these colors. Love. 9. And 10. And then we have Page. We have Knight, Queen, and King. So can I add anything else? I see that most of the borders got they equal now. Most of them, not all of them. The aces have the thin black border, but the rest of the cards is like black borders, but for some reason, like, I didn't even notice. So maybe when in the spread you can see the difference, but it's not very, to me, it's not annoying or anything. And then the majors, they have a thin black border here. But other than that, these are gorgeous cards, beautiful size, just really beautiful. I want to just see if the coloring is the same. Okay, it's tiny little bit. Actually, it looks like it was worked on a little bit, because look, the old one, the discs, they don't have that energetic swirl. A little bit darker, maybe a little bit more saturation on the coin. Let's have another one, for example, 3 and 4 of coins. Let's check it out. 4 and 3. So this one, a little bit more green. It's hard to show, but that's more green and that's more turquoise. But otherwise the same. And the 4, there's a bit more red here in the above his coin on the head. So it is a little bit different, actually. What else can I check? Let's check majors. For example, Emperor, or definitely it was worked on. So the old one and the new one. So there's a lot of this one is much simpler. There's a lot of this energy, kind of strokes of brush on this one, and the moon, for example, because I've got the moon here. A moon is very similar. It's not much difference. So not all of the cards changed, as you can see. Chariot. It's just a little sharper on that smaller version, but it's still beautiful. It's beautiful. All in one, it's beautiful. I still love that small size. I don't know if I'm going to let it go. I'm so bad. But I'll see how I go. And this definitely is going to be the go-to when it comes to Carol's decks. It's really beautiful with these backs, and I'm so excited. Okay, thanks guys for watching, and I speak to you soon. And thank you, Carol, if you ever watch it. I really love this one. Bye.